guys, welcome back to Shire Shenanigans. My name is Nicole and I'm so glad that you're here. So this is going to be our part 4 of my Black Friday Cyber Monday hauls. This one is my Cyber Monday, so this is my Diamond Art Club Cyber Monday. I did purchase from Jada Gem Shop. Obviously I don't have those kits to show you today. They'll be here when they get here. Yeah, so I've just got my Diamond Art Club ones today. There is 10 of these babies to share with you, it is fewer than the Black Friday ones. So we're going to crack all of these open. We're going to look at the canvases. We will take a peek at the color palette of the drills, and I'm going to do my best to find where the special drills go. I'm getting better at it. I make no guarantees though. And my phone is fully charged this time, so we aren't going to have to rush for fear of my phone dying. And I think that's about it. Let's get started. Alright, so kit number 1 is going to be Sleepy Fairy by Jamaica Murphy, or Jamushka. This is my third kit, I believe, that I purchased from this artist for the Black Friday Cyber Monday drops that Diamond Art Club did. And I think she dropped 3 and I got all 3. This one actually sold out very quickly on Cyber Monday. I was incredibly lucky to grab one of these. She's just so pretty. I've seen a couple other people open her and it's going to be really hard to not get her up right away. But so she is a 60.8 by 42.9 centimeters, and she's going to have 60 colors with 1 AB and a whopping 7 fairy dust. She does have the older box, which I think is kind of interesting. So they're not this fat anymore. They did slim down their boxes. I do think I saw a couple of people comment that theirs was pink, which I wouldn't be necessarily surprised since it's got the older box, so this has probably been waiting for Black Friday. So we'll definitely take a peek at that. The last video we did together, I only had, I think, 1 canvas, and that was Star Spirit that had the pink on her. She was also around. This is our first one, so I will go ahead and go through the toolkit with you guys. So Diamond Art Club, if you've been around, you know that they've changed their toolkits a bit. You no longer get a cover minder and washi tape or tweezers, but they're really not needed anymore with all of the upgrades that they've done. You do get this putty pen. It's called I think they call it a twist and pick. Ooh, so this one's got the fancy metal tip. Most of mine have the plastic tips, so they changed to the metal tips because people's plastic tips were breaking. I'm guessing people were just really shoving it in. But it is loaded with putty, so when you twist it, you're gonna have to give it a couple seconds because putty's thick, so it's gonna take a minute to get out. Don't twist it a bunch or you're gonna have a really bad time. The other side does have a spot for a multi-placer. And that, as always, they come with a 4, and I believe, yeah, a 4 and a 7. Personally, the 7s are what I use in all of my pens from them. I really like these ones. I mean, they're free and they work, so they're what I use. You get a pat of pink wax still, because some people still prefer to use it. You do get some refill putty if you are really using this thing and use up your putty. From what I understand, their putty lasts quite a while. I haven't personally used it yet, so I can't really comment on it. You do get a bag of baggies to either kit up in or store your drills afterwards, or whatever you do with little baggies. And you get one of their new trays. So this is one of the smaller ones. For smaller kits, you tend to get a smaller tray. I do have an example right here. Yeah. So this is what a bigger tray looks like. This is their smaller tray. Not a huge difference, but a little bit. And their lids, well, are supposed to go back on. They've got good, pretty decent stoppers. And they are stackable too, which is nice. I'm gonna put all these goodies back in here. And then move this aside. So yeah, that's the toolkit. I'm not gonna go through the toolkit on every kit that we open today, just that one, because they're all gonna be the same. And in every box, you are going to get a treasure quest card. You get your little packet with your stickers and whatnot in it, and then your painting. So this is a treasure quest card. Basically, they're beautiful trading cards that Diamond Art Club started doing. They do have a additional reward system associated with them. So you combine different numbers of tiers of cards. So there's bronze, silver, gold, and black. And on the website at diamondartclub.com, I think /redeem, it talks about what those different combinations are to get gift cards. And the gift cards that you get from Treasure Quest cards they can be combined with other gift cards, and they can be combined with discount codes. So that's really awesome. I don't personally have the right combination for any of these, but I just really like the cards. And if you're curious, this one is a bronze. I actually got a really cute little card binder for them. Maybe I'll do a flip through of the card binder here at some point. So this is a closer look at our beautiful original artwork. She's so pretty. Here's our color palette. There's going to be a decent number of browns and earthy tones, just because she's in a forest, but I mean, we've still got some like pinks and whites and stuff. Yes. Had a bit of a brain fart. Like, did you forget something? I don't think so. All right, let's look at this beautiful canvas. All right, drills. So here's our color palette. I also hope that this helps. I did move my table. We're in front of a window now, so there's a lot more natural light coming in. So maybe it's going to help a bit with the glare. We'll see. Because I know there was quite a bit of glare last time. I'm going to go ahead and roll her back. Oh, she's not very big at all. That makes it really tempting to just get her up. I have been on a serial start though. Recently, like I think I've started like 2 or 3 whips in like the last week. I need to slow it down and actually finish something. Alright, so here's our beautiful sleepy little fairy. Oh, she's so pretty. I'm gonna zoom you out just a bit. You can see her. Oh yeah, that definitely helps with the glare. So here's her. She's just... I love this so much. I want to put this up in my bedroom. Alright, let's look at our specials. So we have that white fairy dust. And as you can expect, it's going to be basically all of this white. So her wings are going to be outlined in it. It's going to be in her hair. It's in her pillow. It's kind of like shines the sunlight on her back. Gorgeous. We have kind of a pinkish fairy dust. It's the E symbol. And it's going to be... I thought it would be in her wings. It's not. Oh, here we go. So it's going to be down here. I see some in this flower. There's a little bit in her pillow. There's some in this flower. We've also got a blue fairy dust, which is going to be in her dress. Like right here. I see there's like one on her little gem. There's a couple more down here on her dress. And then we've got a darker blue fairy dust, which is going to be these flowers here. It is also her nails, it looks like. And there's a little bit over here in like her dress. Something has made Tora very angry. We have a yellow fairy dust. It's gonna be the insides of these flowers. And like right here, there's a couple here, like little magic motes floating around. We've got a kind of an olive green one, which is gonna be down here in these leaves. Kind of sprinkled all over in the flowers. And then we have kind of a peachy one. Oh, perfect, which is going to be, there's a lot in these flowers, but it's also going to be this peach that you see in her wings. All of that is going to be fairy dust. And then our 1AB is kind of up here in the sunlight. And we've got a little bit of it down here. Yeah. So this is going to be really pretty. It's going to definitely shimmer with all of those fairy dusts, which I would expect nothing less from a fairy taking a nap. I'm going to reluctantly roll this baby back up and pull out the next one. All right, next up we've got Rainbow Witch by Rita Kanya or Aria Illustration. She is a 55.6 by a 75.9. We've got 56 colors with 2 ABs, an iridescent, and 5 fairy dust. I have a, ow. I'm gonna stab myself with a knife, is what I'm gonna do. I have lots of the portrait witches that she's done. I actually didn't get the wintry one that came out recently because there was two of them that came out like back to back that looked very similar, and it gave me decision paralysis, and I don't know which one I actually really want, so I still haven't bought either of those, but they are still available, so we'll see. For now, I'm actually on a bit of a no buy. After all of this, I'm good. I'm good for a while. So let's pull her out. Alright, we've got our toolkit and set that aside because we already talked about it. We have our painting. We have our beautiful card and that. Alright, so first things first. Here's our treasure quest card. This one's a silver. They started putting them on the back, not all of them right now because, you know, they're working it out. But this one is a silver. And then our packet. Here's a closer look at that original artwork. This one's going to be so fun to work on with all of those colors. As expected, we have a beautiful rainbow array of colors. Alright. Let's open her up and take a peek at those shells. Maybe. Alright. Ooh. Beautiful colors. This one's going to be an absolute joy to work on. I think she'd be a really good spring kit. I don't know, she just kind of gives me spring vibes. What do you guys think? She could be a good winter kit too, actually, if you need just like that splash of color to kind of get you through those dreary days. Like, since we're filming in front of a window right now, I can see right out into my front yard, and my neighbors can totally see me being a weirdo. But it's yucky outside right now. It's like, there's kind of snow, but mostly it's ice, and it's raining. It's gonna be a gross Christmas. Alright, she is too big to show entirely in frame. So I will be popping a picture up of her when we're done. But so I'll give you guys a pan for now. So you can kind of see. Oh yeah, this natural light super helps with the glare, I think. If you guys are still seeing glare and it bothers you, please let me know in the comments so that I can fix it. But I think we've figured it out, at least for now. And there we go. Gorgeous colors. All right, let's take a look. We have, as expected, a hot pink fairy dust. It's the starburst symbol. Maybe it's more of a red. Is it up here? Where is it? Let's see. You would think that it would be easy to find, but it's not. Interesting. Am I blind? Maybe. Alright, we'll keep an eye out for it, but I'm not actually seeing that one. We have another pinkish fairy dust. I would think that all of her hair would be fairy dust, but I guess not. Maybe that one's down here? Yeah, so that one is going to be all over here in the pink of her hair. Where in the world is the other one? Alright. We've got kind of a sea green one. And it's going to be here in the green of her hair. All up in there. We have a blue one, which, ta-da, is going to be here in the blue of her hair. And then we've got a yellow one, and that one looks like it's going to be in this part of her hair. Then our iridescent is actually a black one, so it's going to be the starbursts. Those are going to be our crystals. Diamond Art Club calls them iridescents. We have another, well, we've got like a bluish AB. It's going to be in parts of her hair. And then we've got a green AB that is going to be here in the green of her hair. It's going to bother me that I don't know where that other one is. Oh, no. Oh my god, I'm just blind. Oh, alright. So that first fairy dust is, it's apparently more of a red one, so it's going to be up here in the red of her hair. So her hair is just full of fairy dust and a couple of ABs, and then like all of these black sparkles are going to be crystals. So she's going to be absolutely gorgeous. How do you not get everything up that you open? This is something that I ask myself every time I do what it means. But so her full picture is going to be right there. And I am going to roll her up and grab our next one. Okay, so next is going to be this really cute one, Diamond Girl by Marilyn Casanova. She does a lot of work with Diamond Art Club. I know for Black Friday they released like a diamond painting kitten. There were a lot of cats in Black Friday, but we got a dog, and this might be a Frenchie, but I think it looks like a Boston, and I personally have a Boston, so I had to get her. So she's going to be 55.6 by 55.6. This is called Diamond Girl. I don't know if I said the name. We've got 74 colors, that's a lot, with 3 ABs, 1 iridescent, and 5 fairy dust. So, I mean, as expected, a diamond painting about diamond painting is going to absolutely shimmer. I'm really tempted to kind of rechart this one a little bit to make the face a bit more black. So my Boston has a very, she has a lot more black than this. A lot of people actually mistake her for like a baby boxer because she doesn't have a whole lot of the typical white that you see on a Boston. gonna set our toolkit aside. Alright, we've got our packet, our painting, and our treasure quest card. So cute. Okay, first things first. Here's our card for this one. I believe this is another bronze. Yep. It was really cute. So this artist, like I said, she does a lot of work with Diamond Art Club. She does all of the, there's a lot of like animal ones. I know she's got a Zodiac cat line coming out now. But like a lot of the sassy ones, like there's a cat one that says like piss off, and a dog one that says is it Friday yet? They're very cute. Here's another look at this original artwork. And I believe I heard that Diamond Art Club actually commissioned her to make these. So this one's got a bit of an rainbow array of colors. It's not really focusing, and I really apologize for that. Now, oops. How to keep your labels with your paintings. Okay. Let's open her up. We'll take a peek at our drills. Those are very beautiful colors. I'm excited. Look at those. Love it. Alright, this one should be big enough that we can keep it on here. Or small enough, sorry. This one is actually, I think, the first one that has the pink on it. I know we said that we would check Sleepy Fairy, but Sleepy Fairy didn't have pink lines on her. Interesting. Oh, sorry. It's been a long day. So this one's going to have a little bit of a glare just because it didn't want to really unroll for me. I'm going to go ahead and pull... Oh, she's not pink, by the way. Pull this back and kind of let it lay flat again. Maybe that will help. Kind of. I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so I'm going to zoom you out just a little bit so that you can see. Let's get that over. This whole painting in all of its glory. It's really cute. I wouldn't necessarily consider this one a snack sized, but you could get it done in, I don't know, probably pretty quick. It has a decent amount of color blocking. A couple places, like maybe her collar, and like her nose and a couple of these diamonds have some confetti, but for the most part, I think you can really just kind of zoom through it. So cute. So we've got fairy dust. We have a white one. Almost all of the white in this baby girl is going to be fairy dust. There's a bunch, of course, in the diamonds themselves. We have a pink fairy dust, which is going to be most of this mug, actually, like this lighter pink in here. That's fairy dust. There's a bunch of fairy dust down here on her canvas. We've got a couple of it sprinkled in these diamonds. We have a blue fairy dust. It is the W symbol. It's going to be in some of these diamonds. It doesn't look like there's as much of this one, but they're kind of sprinkled in to really make them shimmer. We've got, let's see, a lighter blue one, which is going to be pretty, it's in most of the diamonds that have that other one. So it's like over here, and there's a couple up here, and then here. If you guys, it would help if you could see my hands. And then we've got, it looks like a purple one. Most of these fairy dusts are going to be in the diamonds, kind of sprinkled in to really make them shimmer. Some of these I'm going to guess are probably, they've charted them to be like ABs because ABs kind of give off like that rainbow of colors. And then we've got another black crystal. They're really throwing those ones in lately. This one, let's see. I'm not actually seeing where that's charted. Oh, no, it's because I'm not looking. The black crystal is in the diamond of her mug that says Diamond Girl. And then, surprise, the girl is the white AB that we've got. That white AB is also these like shimmer symbols in all of the diamonds. And then we've got a yellowish AB that is also going to be in the diamonds. Basically, if there is a special drill in this painting, it's in the diamonds or in the mug. And then the last one is a kind of like a, not really a hot pink, but like a hot magenta. And that is also in the diamonds, and it's a bit in her canvas down here. So this adorable piece is Diamond Girl by Marilyn Casanova, and I'm gonna have to hang her somewhere in my home. And let's grab our next one. Okay, so the next two I have are actually going to be from the same artist. I'm going to probably pronounce this wrong, but I'm going to try. A Berbrica. That's how I'm going to say it. And this first one is Moon and Tides. I believe I think had her first one launched during the anniversary 2023. That feels right, with I think it was Cloud Catcher. She's had one or two come out, and I have all of them because it's so beautiful. This one, if I can remember how I do this, is 55.6 by 73.7, and she's gonna oh, the snort. Oh, she's gonna have 69 colors, including an AB, an electro, and 6 fairy dust diamonds. Oh, I promise I'm an adult. Oh, let's open her up. That reminds me, I got the weirdest package today from a friend of mine. He warned me. He did warn me. He was like, I put the weirdest thing I've ever 3D printed in your box. And he wasn't wrong. I would not have guessed that he would put 3D printed baby hands in my package. Oh, thanks, Ephemera. Anyway, so here's our stuff. We've got our packet, we've got our painting, and we've got our treasure quest. Alright, so we've got another bronze one. I'm never gonna get a gold. Absolutely beautiful. And then our packet. There's a better look at that original artwork. This one is going to have a lot of color blocking in the background, so if you're not into that, you might want to skip her. Natalie. So here's our array of colors. There's actually quite a few in this, so that's exciting. Then I'm going to set that back there so that I don't lose it, because I am. Let's open her. Oof. It's actually not. I mean, there's a lot of 310, which is to be expected. Her background is pretty much entirely black. But there's still a pretty decent number of actual colors in here. So that's exciting. Now, I think she might also be too big to show entirely in frame. we'll see. I'm gonna roll it back, try to. Without throwing my knife. Okay. Yeah, she's a bit too big, so I will put I'll put a picture of her up after this, and we'll do a pan so that you can see all of her in her beautiful glory. I really like how kind of ethereal she looks. Gorgeous. Moon and Tides is definitely a good title for this one. So our specials, because there's a lot of them, we have, surprise, a white fairy dust. It's going to be here in her sleeves and in the bottom of her hair. It also, it's kind of all over in her hair. It's also going to be here in the moon of her earring. It's all over in these like sparkles. She's got some on her face. We've got a yellow fairy dust that is going to be here in like her star crown. There's some in the moon. There's some in like her halo. We've got some here in like this, I don't know, star dust coming off of her. It's kind of all over in that. And then we've got a paler yellow one that is also going to be kind of in the same areas as that other one was. So it's in that, it's in the moon. We've got it in her stars up here. And then we've got a kind of a teal fairy dust, and it's going to be all over in her hair. So we've got like here, and we've got it here. Yeah, and then we've got an oranger, kind of like it's like a burnt orange fairy dust that's also going to be all over in like this stardust thing. And we've got kind of a periwinkle fairy dust, and that looks like it's going to also be kind of scattered throughout her hair. And our electro diamond is the down arrow, which is of course going to be here in this like star stream that's around her. There's also a couple of them in her halo. And then RAB, it's kind of, it looks like it's a bit of a grayish color. That one, let's see, there's not too much of it, but I see some of it down here in like the gray of her hair. And I think that's it. So she is absolutely gorgeous, and she is going, like her entire background is going to be 310 color blocking, but she is a round, so rounds, at least for me, typically go faster, so I don't think she's going to be that much of an undertaking. But you can just throw on your multi-placer, put on an audiobook, and just zoom through that color blocking. And her picture will be right there. And let's go ahead and roll her up and grab her sister that I also bought. Alright, next we've got Beyond the Clouds, also by Babrika. She's going to be a 55.6 by a 70.7, which is actually pretty close to what the other one was. We've got only 48 colors in this one, 2 ABs and 6 fairy dust. She's going to have much less, 310, which is nice. Still, from what it looks like, a pretty decent color blocking background, but I think we're going to find that there's actually a pretty good mix of shades in there to kind of make it really blend into more of like a nightish sky. I actually recently, I have not finished it. I've been working on the Enterprise that they did and the like space background behind it. It's gorgeous. But oh my goodness. It is confetti. That is not a color blocking background. But so worth it for the effect that it makes. We've got our packet, we've got our painting, and we've got our treasure quest card. So we've got another bronze one. Very pretty. And here's our packet. Let's a better look at that original artwork. Our color spread. This one has actually fewer bright colors than the other one did, which is funny considering the other one was very dark. Alright. Let's pop her open. Take a look at that canvas. Okay, here's our colors. A bit more muted tones. So a lot of blues, which is nice. I think she's going to be another one that we have to do a separate picture of, and that's okay. Okay. All right, yeah, she's gonna be too big, so she'll have a picture at the end and we'll go ahead and pan her. I like her haircut, actually. It's really cute. Awesome. So lots of oranges in this one. It kind of looks like a sunset sky almost to me. At least that's the thought that I get. But so we've got a yellowish fairy dust, and that one is going to be here in her like moon phase thing kind of going on. We have a lighter yellow one, which is also going to be here in those moons. We've got a blue fairy dust, which is going to be sprinkled out in the sky, kind of like stars. This is definitely still very color blocky back here. Getting up to the top, it gets a bit more confetti-ish as the colors blend, but you can definitely whip out your multi-placer and knock this background out pretty quick. We have kind of a reddish fairy dust. Let's see, it's the square symbol. Oh, it's going to be down here in her clothes. In the back, we've got an orange fairy dust. That's going to be kind of here in these clouds. We've got another orange fairy dust that is here in her hair, actually. Kind of sprinkled in there a little bit. And then we've got a white AB that's just kind of got dots all over. Also kind of like stars, kind of like that other fairy dust. It's also going to be in these like sparkles on her. And then we've got kind of looks like a reddish AB that's going to be here in her hair. Yeah, so this one's really pretty too. I like how they're both like looking at each other. It kind of makes me want to put them next to each other when I do hang them up. But this was Beyond the Clouds by Barbarica. Her picture is going to be right there. And let's start going through our squares. Alright, so this was one of the first ones that they previewed for Cyber Monday. And I was like, this is a new artist. This is so cute. I'm gonna support her. So this is Red Riding Hood by Sunset Dragon. She's she's of course a square because we're doing our squares now. She's 52 centimeters by a whopping 92.6 centimeters. So she's gonna be a long girl. Definitely not gonna get her entirely in frame, but I will show you guys a picture at the end. She's got 56 colors with 6 fairy dust. After they announced this one, I went and kind of peeked around on the artist's Instagram, and she has so much adorable art, so I hope that we see more from her. I don't remember this one in voting, but to be fair, I really don't keep track of what's in voting, so then it's like a woo surprise for me too. I just vote for what I think is pretty, and then I basically forget. And it's like Christmas. Alright, we've got our packet. We've got our painting. Oh, that's heavy. And we have our card. Oh my god. Nope. Just kidding. It's bronze. That's okay. We've got our treasure quest card. Cute. Our packet. So here's a look at that artwork. Our color spread. Lots of reds in this one. I wonder why. Let's package that. Come on. Get in there. Alright, let's crack her open. Oh, we have a chunky bag of drills. It actually has a lot more pink and purple in it than I thought it was going to. That's exciting. Ah, look at this fatty back. So thick. Alright. How are we gonna do this? She's gonna be long. Okay. She's like, she's kind of like a panel piece, actually. Speaking of which, I started buying the Avatar: The Last Airbender panel pieces that Jaded Gem Shop offers from the artist Lahark. I just got Azula in, and I really need to unbox her. I want to see her so bad. She's my favorite. If you didn't know here, we cherish our villains. Yay! Alright, let's go ahead and pan her, because she is a big girl. Alright. Keeps she like, I don't know if you guys peeked, but she's got her wolf behind her. It's totally a normal wolf. It's a platonic wolf. Nothing weird going on there. Unless you want it to. Okay. So that's our piece. Let's find those specials. We've got kind of a cream fairy dust, and that's going to be all over in her dress. We have an orangish fairy dust. I see some of it in the panel on the sides. Let's see. I think that might be, yeah, it's mostly in the panel edging. We have another kind of gold fairy dust that's also going to be in the panel, and a little bit in this like frame around the wolf and kind of in her dress. And then we've got kind of it's like a maroon fairy dust that's going to also be in her clothes. A lot of it is down here in her dress. We've got, it's probably supposed to be like a kind of yellow, but it looks kind of like a brown. I was was gonna call her a poo color. That symbol is also P. Oh, it's not a poo color. It's like a gold. I'm a child. It's also in the the panel, and we've got kind of, this one is actually a brown. It's also gonna be in the panel out like the edging. So that's really gonna shimmer on us, and she's just gonna be so pretty with her absolutely platonic wolf behind her. I read a lot of books. Anyway, this was Red Riding Hood by Sunset Dragon. Her full picture is gonna be right there. She's a biggin', and let's let her rest and grab our next one. Alright, so this one is Hidden Tower by Moonbound Studio. Moonbound is typically one of my exception artists, so an exception artist is literally just, okay, so I really like, I'm on a no-buy, but they just released one from this artist, I'm gonna buy it. I don't buy all of their stuff. They actually, they had a piece released last weekend. I really liked it, but it was it had a lot of dark colors, and I'm just not really feeling that right now, so I didn't get it. But this one it's gorgeous, and I wanted it. So it is 69.9 centimeters by 72.9, so this is a chonker. We've got 57 colors with 1 AB and 4 fairy dusts. Obviously, I'm not going to get this one entirely in frame, so there will be a picture at the end for you guys of what this monster looks like. That might actually be the case for all of the remaining kits. After this one, we've got 3 more, and I believe they're all pretty fatty. Squares tend to be. It's just how it works, and I never look at size when I'm buying. I look at the art. And that usually tends to turn into a lot of monsters in my stash. Alright. So, we've got our Treasure Quest card. It's another bronze surprise. I think, what do you guys think? So, I've bought 22 kits from Diamond Art Club between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. No, that's not true. It was 23? 4? Somewhere around there. We've not pulled a single gold or black. I'm going to say that we aren't going to. What do you guys think? So here's our art. Trying to get it to where it wants to actually focus on it. And then our colors. Lots of blues, greens, some pinks. I think this one's going to be really fun to work on. And I'm just going to put in here, I don't care what tier cards I get. Honestly, I like collecting the cards. The additional gift cards is cool and would be helpful, but it's whatever. I like the cards, they're pretty. Okay. Gonna beat the wall. Ooh! This is another fruit bag. Look at all those greens and blues. Very cool tones. I like it. Gorgeous. Alright, let's take a peek at this honkin' painting. Oh, it's actually not as big as I thought it would be. It's more wide than it is long. But that's alright. We respect all shapes and sizes on this channel. Alright. She does have the pink on her cover, so we'll check. But the colors on this one, I'm really not worried about that. It's just more of like I want to know. Alright, so let's see. Are we getting most of this on here? She's pretty wide. I will put a picture up at the end. Let's go ahead and pan it. There's a lot going on in this painting. I really like how Moonbound, I like how they use color, and I really like how they put just kind of like spirits all over their paintings. Gives me very, very Ghibli vibes, actually. Gorgeous. Alright. This one, I'm gonna really like working on this one. So our first is a pink fairy dust, and I can see right off the bat that it's in this lady down here. There's some of it in these, I think these are flowers over here. We've got a couple spread out in here and in these flowers and around the deer. And then we've got like a mint fairy dust. It's going to be in these spirits and a bit in the deers. Deer, I guess deer is technically a plural on its own. This isn't an English class. And then we've got a really pretty green fairy dust, which could be anywhere. It looks like it's going to be around this tower, actually. And it's, as expected, it's kind of sprinkled in the greenery down here. We've got a light blue that is also going to be in these spirits, these spirit deer, and then like the water coming out of the tower. I also see it. Oh, there's also some fairy dust in this spirit here, and then in here, and then it's in like the moon up here, and then we've got a white AB. It's going to be the bottom of the moon. We've got a bit of it in some of the shimmers in the sky. We've got, and then the rest of the white AB is going to be on the spirits. Yeah, so the spirits are definitely going to shimmer and shine, as they should. And the moon will too. And it's just, this is very pretty, very ethereal. I love it. So its full picture is going to be right there. And this was Hidden Tower by Moonbound Studio. Now let's move on to our one Ivy Dollamore piece from Cyber Monday. Okay, so there were several Ivies that released for Black Friday, and there was this one that released for Cyber Monday. I snagged her. And a couple of the ones from Black Friday. But so this is Winter Nap. It is 69.9 centimeters by 88.9. So it's going to be another long one. We have 71 colors with 1 AB and 5 fairy dust in it. Let's go ahead and open her up. This one, I did stall a little bit. I wasn't entirely sure. Because it's gonna have a lot of browns, and I'm not great with brown heavy palettes. I really like color in my diamond paintings. But this artwork was so cute, and so I decided that I would figure it out. You make it work. Toolkit. We've got Peckett. Oof, she's heavy. Painting, our card. Alright, so we've got our Treasure Quest card. It's bronze. Surprise. Our packet with our artwork that doesn't want to focus. Nope. And our colors, yeah, like I thought. There's going to be a lot of browns, yellows, some oranges. That's okay. My trick for working on paintings where I love the artwork, but I don't necessarily love the colors, is to kind of trade off with maybe a more colorful painting. So you do maybe 1 or 2 sections on like the brown painting, and then you go do maybe 1, maybe 2 sections on the more colorful painting, and then you kind of like trade off. That way you still get your color that you really like, but you're also making progress on that artwork that you really like, but maybe you're not as into the colors. Like so. This is so big. Yeah, lots of browns, lots of black, dark blues. Ooh. I might actually work on this one maybe in the summer. So I like working on like opposite palettes. So in the winter I want to work on more colorful pieces because it's dreary outside. And in the spring and summer I like working on maybe more muted tones because it's bright and sunny outside. If that makes any sense. Ah, this is huge. Oh my god, okay. This might be the biggest one that we've done so far, but it probably won't be the biggest one that we're going to do. And at this point, I'm really not checking for pink on my canvases. I'm gonna be real. I don't care anymore. If you do wind up with pink on your canvas and it bothers you, just contact Diamond Art Club. I know that they're still doing compensation for things like that because there are still a couple paintings out there that have pink. I still need to do it for Song of Artemis because it's noticeable on her, but I'm not really going to worry about it anymore on my paintings. But so let's go ahead and pan her up. I do like how this one has kind of a lot going on in it. So like you've got her kitchen here, and like her bookshelf, and there's a little mouse up here that's like sleeping. So that's also gonna really help to keep me going because every section is going to be like a different little piece. It's not going to be like, it takes 10 sections to know what you're working on. This bottom, there is a decent amount of color blocking along the edges. It is not entirely color blocking though. There is a blending of colors. So if you look close, that's not all one symbol. That is like, it's like a mud pie down there, which is fine. It's fine. It's just going to take a little bit longer than if it was all one color. Let's pull her up. We've got a white fairy dust that is kind of sprinkled in here. It's going to be in part of her flower crown and in a bit of the fire and in the snow up here. That's going to have the white fairy dust. We've got kind of an orange fairy dust that is going to be kind of sprinkled here in her hearth. Come on. It's kind of here in the bricks. And it looks like maybe a little bit over here and in her bedding. We've got a green fairy dust that is going to be here in like the mouse's moss bedding. And then like here in her wreath and over here. We've got a red fairy dust that is going to be in her stocking cap and then in her kettle. We've also got kind of a bluish fairy dust that is going to be, it's going to be up here in the blue around the trees. Give it kind of like a frost sky vibe. And then we've got one AB, and it is, looks like it's down here in the fire. Is where our AB is going to be. So this one doesn't have a hole, and no, it's a little bit over here, and like her lantern, and then the mouse's lantern. So this one doesn't have a whole lot of special drills in it. I don't think it really needs it though, but it is still very cute. This is Winter Nap by Ivy Dollamore. Your full picture is going to be there, and then I've got 2 Yumeis for you guys. Don't worry, I didn't forget her. Alright, so Black Friday and Cyber Monday were definitely, this was the Christmas of Yume, and I am so sorry to my friends that collect all of her art. That was a very expensive couple of days for you guys, but thank God for those discounts, am I right? I actually wishlisted most of the Yumeis. I missed out on a couple because they just sold so fast, so I'll get them at some point, but I did grab this one. This is Lofi Cali Girl. It is 89.9 by 60 centimeters. This artwork, it's sad, but it really spoke to me. It's got 80 colors, 1 AB, and 3 fairy dust. So this one, it looks very post-apocalyptic. I believe that she painted this piece in response to the California wildfires, but they have basically every year, because they have droughts, because thanks Nestle for sucking up all their water, selling it back to them. We don't get political here, but yeah. So let's go ahead and open her up. Yume actually makes a lot of pieces that have very strong messages in them. And I like pretty much all of her work. I don't think she's released a piece that I don't like. So here's our Treasure Quest card. It's bronze. We'll go ahead and open our packet. Here's our artwork. And my camera just really doesn't want to focus on it. Nope. Sorry, guys. And then this one actually has a pretty decent color spread, which is nice. I'll be totally sad while working on her. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and open her up. Oof, that was a heavy bag of jokes. Alright. There's, like I said, there's a pretty decent color spread in here. It's not all dark and dreary. Of course, lots of reds and oranges, because, you know, everything is on fire. Let's go ahead and roll her back. She is a landscape piece, in that she's in a landscape orientation. So we'll see what we can do. I don't think I'm going to be able to get her entirely in frame, but I might. Okay. All right. Maybe. Hang on. Let's see. Let me zoom you guys out. Alright, that's as far as it will let me zoom you. You can basically, look up, see the whole piece. There we go. In all of her glory. Very pretty. Very sad. So she's actually looking at a meme on her laptop. And what it, on the original artwork, what it says is, for a brief moment, we created a lot of profit for our shareholders, and they're burning money to stay warm in a post-apocalyptic hellscape. Yeah, so our specials, we have a peachy one that's going to be here, kind of in the glow of her skin. It outlines her kitty that is watching the world burn. We've got kind of a greenish one that's going to be here in her plants that are surrounding her. It's kind of all over, actually, in her plants. We've got a red one that is going to be here It actually looks kind of orange on here, but it's in the flames. And we have a yellow AB that is also, it's in like the glow of the fire. Alright, loves. My phone did cut us off on Lofi Cali Girl. Sorry about that. Not really sure why, but let's just keep going. Our last one here is going to be Plant Delivery by Yume Art. She's 69.9 by a whopping 126.9 centimeters. So she's going to be another panel-ish piece. She also has 76 colors with 1 AB and 7 fairy dust. With her being so big, I'm going to do my best to find all of the specials for you guys. You'll see. Like I said, the Moonbound probably wasn't going to be our biggest one. I know my friend Katie at Diamonds and Washi did the sneak peek for this one, and it's huge. Yeah, she's also really heavy. And with how thick this is, I'm pretty sure that this is the biggest that they can go. She barely fits in this box. Like, oh my god, her diamonds are so heavy. Alright. Here's our card. Guess what, guys? She's a bronze. We pulled all bronze and maybe 2 silvers. Out of 24 paintings. Makes me wonder how people are already getting customs. Like, how many paintings did you buy? So here's our original art. It's kind of hard to see just because there's so much going on in it. Massive color spread. Love it. Come on. Alright. Let's pop her open. Feels kind of weird that this is our last haul video for the year. Black Friday, Cyber Monday is fun. Expensive, but fun. Oh my god. This is a beefy bag. Like, it looks like a Subway sandwich. Dear Lord. Friggin' open wide. Alright, here's our colors. Alright, we are going to have to roll her back. Dear Lord, oh my god. So, I'm not tall. I don't know if you guys knew that, but this might be as tall as I am. I'm actually pretty sure that this is as tall as one of my friends. We are discussing height, and she said that she was 130 centimeters, and this is almost 130 centimeters, so that's really funny. Oh, it makes me want to take it and, like, just unroll it next to her. Alright. Oof. If you're curious, this one is absolutely, oh my god, didn't need an individual picture. Alright, it's touching my feet. Alright, let's pan her up. 84 years later. Goodness. There's a Totoro on the roof. I like that. Wow. Alright, so she's a big one. She's not pinked, by the way, luckily. But we're gonna try to find some of these fairy dust. So we have a blue one, and I already see some down in here. There is... I don't see it anywhere else. Oh, no, it's kind of scattered in the sky, too. we've got a down arrow. There's a lot of specials in this. Which is going to be a yellow one, which is kind of in these roofs. I see a couple in there. We've got a plus sign, which is another yellow, which is also going to be in some of these roofs. There's an orange one, which is a G. It's also in the roofs. So these houses are like bedazzled. Right there. We have a green one, and it is in some of these plants. Like I see some down here. We've got a red one that is going to be it's like the money symbol. All right, I see it kind of in here. A lot of these roofs are going to be with that. We've got kind of a purplish one that's spread out in these beautiful purple flowers over here. And our 1AB is kind of a purplish one. And I see some of it here. There's a couple of it here in these flowers kind of going up. Some there. Yeah, so we've got lots of specials in this. She's huge. She's just, I really can't stress to you guys how huge she is. But her full picture is going to be there. This was Plant Delivery by Yume Art. She was our last one. So we had 10 paintings from Diamond Art Club for Cyber Monday. This has been an absolute joy to go through all of these with you for all of the hauls. This is our last one. Part 4 is it. So thank you for hanging out with me for all of this and looking at all of these beautiful paintings. If you liked this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Leave me a comment on what did you get from Cyber Monday? I honestly want to know. And as always, if you want to keep up with my shenanigans here on YouTube for any future things that I put up, if you hit that subscribe button, YouTube will let you know when I post a new video. And until next time, you guys, you have a wonderful holiday. I love you all. Bye.